Welcome to InvestEd.
Okay, so welcome sa InvestEd. So yung company na na-reviewin natin ay ang company BRN or a Brown Company Incorporated, no? Okay? So guys, kung bago ka pa lang sa ating channel at first time mo itong makita ang ating screener, no? Itong screener na to ay ginawa ko para sa mga nagsisimula pa lang sa pag-i-invest sa stock market para may guide kayo kung paano pumipili ng stocks and paano nag-a-analyze ng stocks, no? So, binabahagi ko dito guys yung aking 7 years of experience sa pag-i-invest sa stock market for free. Okay? And itong screener na to guys, magagamit nyo ito also ng free, no? So, gagawin nyo lang guys, tapusin nyo lang tong video kasi naandun yung walkthrough nitong ating screener kung paano ito gamitin. And nasa baba naman, so nasa descriptions naman yung link nitong ating screener. Okay? So, kung titignan natin guys, no, na andito na yung top gainers, top losers, most active trades, okay, for this day, no, nakikita natin dyan. And ito ay, kagandahan nito guys, ito ay updated na, no, so ito ay nag-automatic update. Ano yung nakikita nyo na top gainers sa merkado and top losers, ito rin yung nakikita nyo dito. And nakagandahan dito guys, ito ay 30 top gainers, 30 top losers, and 30 most active stocks sa merkado currently, no? So ito siya. So kung titignan natin dito yung all stocks, okay? So all stocks tabs. Kung titignan natin dito na andyan yung nandiyan yung banking sectors, commercial, industries, and so on and so forth, no? Nandito yan, nakakategorize na yan, and nandito yung summary ng stocks, no? Ng lahat ng stocks dito. So, ito ay hindi pa 100% tapos. Ito ay nasa 85% pa lang ng ating screener, no? Ang natatapos natin. So, coming days or weeks, no, sana matapos na natin itong ating screener and para magamit nyo guys to, no? Okay, so ayun, nakikita natin yung intrinsic value ng company, current price, margin of safety, upside potential, and ratings natin sa company. And also, narito na rin yung ratings natin sa company, yung moat management and debt ratings natin sa company. Okay? And again guys, kung bago ka pa lang sa ating channel at di ka pa nakakapag-subscribe sa ating channel, so kung pipindutin nyo tong ating like nakalagay dito, magpapap ang ating link patungo sa ating YouTube channel. So pag click nyo yan, dediretso to sa ating YouTube channel and pwede nyo lang i-subscribe and i-like ang ating YouTube channel. Okay? So para mas marami pang maabot itong ating videos or itong ating screener, no, para makatulong sa ibang nag-uumpisa pa lang sa pag-i-invest dito sa stock market. Now, so kung titignan natin dito guys, ayan, narito na rin yung research stocks, bank stocks, commercial, conglomerates, consumer, mining, property, services, and telecoms. No? So, nandito na rin siya. So, pipindutin nyo na lang guys yan. No? And also, no, kung di kayo masyadong familiar sa stocks na pinipili nyo or ina-analyze nyo, na andito na rin yung informations ng mga stocks. No? Ayan, nakakita natin kung ano meron sa company. Ayan, kung anong ginagawa nila. And industries. Ayan. And kung sino yung mga namumuno sa company na to, no? And also, nakagandahan dito guys, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung review natin or pag-a-analyze natin sa company, nandiyan na rin also yung mga review natin, no? Para diretso na siya sa YouTube channel natin para magkaroon din kayo ng insight sa mga company na gusto nyong pag-investan or gusto nyong reviewin, no? Okay? Okay guys, so itong research stocks naman, kung pipindutin natin to guys, so ito yung lalabas, no? So ito yung lalabas. So nandito pa rin yung ating link papunta sa ating YouTube channel. Konting commercial, meron din tayo ditong Lazada Hot Deals, no? So meron silang 80% off sa Lazada ngayon, no? And so let's see, no, kung anong meron sa company.
A Brown Company, Incorporated engages in the real estate development business primarily in the Philippines. The company operates through the real estate, agriculture, and power and utilities segments. The real estate segment develops land into commercial and residential subdivision, sells lots and residential houses, and provides customer financing for sales. The agriculture segment develops land for palm oil production and sells palm seedlings and crude palm oil. The power and utilities segment is involved in the operation of power plants and/or purchase, generation, production supply, and sale of power. The holding segment holds properties of various kind and description. It also holds interest involved in real estate brokerage services, palm oil milling, and power generation, and invests in gold mining assets and oil and gas exploration. The company was formerly known as Epic Holdings Corporation and changed its name to a Brown Company, incorporated in July 1993. A Brown Company Incorporated was incorporated in 1966 and is headquartered in Cagayan de Oro City, the Philippines.
Okay, so this is the informations ni BRN. Nakikita natin dito guys, ng time na nire-review natin itong company, yung kanyang price ay nasa 1 pesos per share and yung ating intrinsic value sa company ay nasa 2.43. So nakikita natin na above siya, nakikita natin na nasa buy ratings tayo sa company and meron tayong potential upside na 135.44% sa company, no, kapag na-reach niya yung ating intrinsic value. And also, no, kung titignan natin dito yung summary ng ating moat, management, and debt ratings, nakikita natin na overall, nasa excellent company naman itong nire-review natin. Nakikita natin sa moat, nasa 6, while in management ay nasa 9, debt ay nasa 10. No? Nakikita natin na okay, this is the summary ng ating moat, management, and debt. So mamaya i-deep tackle natin itong categories na yan. And now let's proceed sa 1-year chart ng company, no? This is the 1-year chart ng company. Kung nakikita natin dito guys, yung 52-week high ay nasa 1.13 pesos per share and yung 52-week low ay nasa 0.46 pesos per share, no? And currently, ng time na nire-review natin ito, yung kanyang market capitalization, in million, ay 2.4 billion pesos current market cap itong company na nire-review natin, no? And yung net foreign ng company, no, last Friday nakikita natin na yung mga foreign investors lumabas dito noong Friday ng halagang 340,000 pesos na halaga, no, ang nilabas sa mga net foreign na mga foreign investors. Now, kung titignan naman natin dito guys, yung net foreign yield ng company for 1-year trade ng company, no, yung mga foreign investors naglabas ng investment nila ng halagang negative 5.1 million pesos na investment dito sa company, no? Okay? So, kung titignan naman natin dito also yung kanyang... Okay na, so kung i-scroll down natin itong company, kung titignan natin dito guys, yung free cash flow na company for the past 5 years, ayan, no? Nakikita natin na in 2015 and 2018, doon sila nagkaroon ng negative free cash flow. Okay? Kung nakapansin naman natin dito guys, in 2016, 2017, okay yung free cash flow nila. And also, noon in 2019, bumabalik na yung kanilang free cash flow na nasa 66.13 million pesos na yung kanilang free cash flow, no? Pero it's not enough, no? Okay, so nakikita natin, guys, this is the free cash flow ng company for the past 5 years. So nakikita natin na hindi stable yung company free cash flow nila. Nakita natin negative, positive, negative, positive na naman, no? Nakikita natin 'yan. Kung titignan natin, it's good, no, na bumalik na yung kanilang free cash flow in 2019. Okay? So let's see in 2020 kung yung mangyayaring free cash flow dito sa company. Okay, now, so let's move to moat analysis ng company. Dito, no, ang ratings natin dito ay nasa 6. So, talagang mababa ang ating moat sa kanya because kung titignan natin yung cash from operating activities ay nasa negative 13% growth rates in 5 years, while the book value per share ay nasa 3% lang. Net income ng company yan, it is very good na nasa 118% growth rates in 5 years, while the earnings per share ay nasa 84% growth rates in 5 years, no? So nakikita natin na ang gusto kasi natin makita guys kapag nagre-review tayo dito sa company, no, na nasa 10% pataas yung growth rates nitong apat na categories natin sa moat, no, para masabi natin na strong and solid yung kanilang moat. Pero dito, ang ratings natin ay nasa 6 lang, no. So, before I forget, no, yung moat analysis ay popularized by Warren Buffett. So, it refers to a business ability to maintain its competitive advantage, guys, in order to protect its long-term profit to its competing firm. Okay? So now let's proceed to management analysis ng company. Now, kung titignan natin yung ROIC and ROE ng company, no, nakikita natin na in 2015 to 2016, nakikita natin na negative yung dalawang yan, no? And the rest, talaga nag-improve na yung kanilang return on equity, and return on invested capital. So, sa mga bago pa lang, no, sa pag-i-invest, itong ROE or return on equity, ang sinasabi lang dito sa atin, guys, kung gaano kagaling ang management to handle others people's money. Now, itong ROIC naman, sinasabi lang dito sa atin kung gaano ka-efficient ang company to produce profit from their capital na ginagamit nila sa kanilang businesses. Okay? Or gaano ka-efficient ang company. So, ang gusto natin makita dito, guys, over the years ay nasa 10% pataas yung kanilang mga growth rates. Nakikita natin, no? So, ang ratings natin dito ay nasa 9, no? Kasi nakita natin na from 2017 to 2019 talagang nag-boost na yung kanilang return on equity and return on invested capital. Okay, now, let's take a look naman sa kanilang debt to earnings ratio or debt ratings. So, kung titignan natin, guys, yung debt to earnings ratio ng company from 2015 na nasa 111 years, kaya nilang bayaran yung kanilang long-term debt gamit lamang yung kanilang net income. That's a lot, no? It's a red flag, no, in 2015. But fast forward to 2019, nakikita natin na nasa 1.2 years na lang kaya nilang bayaran yung kanilang long-term debt gamit lamang yung kanilang net income. That's a very, very good and positive na improvement sa company, no? So, sinasabi lang dito sa atin, guys, ang debt to earnings ratio in 2019 na 1.2 years kaya nilang bayaran yung kanilang long-term debt gamit lamang yung kanilang net income. So, sinasabi lang din also sa atin dito na wala silang interest expense masyado na kinikater sa company, no? Okay? Kasi gusto natin makita kapag nagre-review tayo sa mga company na ina-analyze natin ay nasa 3 pababa lang ang gusto natin makita sa mga debt to earnings ratio ng company. Okay, guys, so let's dig deeper sa kanilang financial metrics, no? Kung titignan natin dito, guys, yung PE ratio ng company annually nasa 5.01 PE ratio, and compared to the PE ratio ng company in trailing 12 months ay nasa 5.7 PE ratio, no? So sinasabi dito, guys, sa atin ang PE ratio na company PE ratio ngayon is a poor value based on its earnings PE ratio o price to earnings ratio annually, no? Ayan. Okay? And also, no, kung titignan natin dito yung price to sales ratio ng company annually, nasa 2.39 price to sales ratio. And yung price to sales ratio ng company in trailing 12 months ay nasa 2.4. So, tumataas yung price to sales ratio ng company, no? Kung titignan natin dito, guys, yung book value, price to book ng company annually ay nasa 0.62. And yung price to book ng company in trailing 12 months naman ay nasa 0.57. So, nakikita natin na bumababa yung kanilang price to book quarterly versus sa annually. That's a positive sign, no? And sinasabi lang dito sa atin, guys, ang price to book na undervalue ang company in terms of price to book ratio alone, no? And kung titignan natin yung dividend yield na company, in 5 years, wala tayong data, and yung dividend yield ng company in trailing 12 months, wala din also, no? So, in terms of dividend, hindi nyo maaasahan itong company. More on capital gains itong company, no? Now, let's see, sa kanilang financial strength naman, kung titignan natin dito yung free cash flow ng company annual ay nasa 66.14 million pesos free cash flow. Let's compare free cash flow ng company in trailing 12 months, that's a positive sign, no? Nakikita natin guys na nasa 350.87 million na yung kanilang free cash flow ngayon. Okay? Imagine mo may pandemic and nataasan pa nila yung kanilang record na pinakamataas nilang free cash flow for the past 5 years ay nasa 151 million pesos free cash flow ang company, and now talagang nag-boost yung kanilang free cash flow, no? Nasa 350 million free cash flow na ang company. That's a positive sign sa mga investors or potential investors na company, no? Sinasabi lang dito sa atin ng free cash flow na there's a pile of cash na ang company. So pag maraming pile of cash na ang company, the chances are pwede pa silang mag-improve significantly, no? Kasi nakita natin significantly nag-improve yung free cash flow nila. So significantly din magi-improve din yung kanilang businesses. Pero let's compare yung free cash flow ng company to the utang ng company, no? The total debt to equity ng company, no? Guys, so before we proceed to debt to equity analysis, okay? So in additions, no, sa free cash flow, so sinasabi lang dito sa ating guys ang free cash flow ngayon in current data na mas malaki na talaga yung kanilang cash from operating activities kaysa sa kanilang capital expenditure or CAPEX. Okay? So now, let's proceed sa debt to equity ng company, no? Nakikita natin dito guys, yung debt to equity ng company annually ay nasa 30.2%. Yes, that's a positive sign kasi ang gusto natin makita guys kapag nagre-review tayo ng stocks ay nasa 40% pababa lang yung kanilang debt to equity, pero dito nasa 30.2, no? And now let's compare debt to equity ng company annually to the debt to equity ng company in current data. Kung titignan natin yung debt to equity ng company ay nasa 26.29% na lang. Yes, that's a positive sign also, no? Nag-i-improve yung kanilang free cash flow, nag-i-improve din at bumababa yung kanilang utang. That's a positive sign. So, ang ibig sabihin nitong debt to equity ratio sa mga kung nag-uumpisa pa lang mag-invest, no? So, ang ibig sabihin nito, in every 1 peso na ginagamit ng company sa kanyang operation, 26.29% ng 1 peso ay finance by utang. Okay? So, that is a positive sign, no, sa kanyang financial strength, no? Talaga nag-i-improve, no, improving itong company. Okay guys, so kung gusto nyo pang makita yung mga ibang metrics, so puntahan nyo lang itong ating screener, no? Now, kung titignan naman natin dito guys, yung margin ng company, nakikita natin dito yung gross margin ng company annual ay nasa 59.44%, while the gross margin ng company in trailing 12 months ay nasa 53.52%, no? So, nakikita natin na mataas pa rin yung kanilang gross margin na kahit na bumaba ng kaunti, no? Now, let's compare net profit margin ay nasa 48.14% annual, and net profit margin na company in trailing 12 months ay nasa 42.21%, no? That's a lot of this. It is a big net profit margin, okay? 42.21% in trailing 12 months yung kanilang net profit margin, no? Maganda tignan, no? So, sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lang, ay ibig sabihin ng net profit margin, and every 1 peso na sales na company or benta ng company, 42.21% ng 1 peso ay tubo na nila, no? Neto na nila. That's a positive sign. Now, kung titignan natin also yung ilang operating margin annually ay nasa 31.5%, and operating margin nila in trailing 12 months or in current data ay nasa 25.49%. So nakita natin na bumaba yung kanilang operating margin, but is a good operating margin growth rates pa rin, no? Kaya so in additions, no, kung titignan natin dito guys, yung net profit margin ng company average ay nasa 28.75% lang. Pero kung titignan natin yung ating halos doble yung kanilang profit margin, no? Ngayon, trailing 12 months nasa 42.21%, no? And also, no, yung kanilang gross margin, nakikita natin na mas mataas pa rin yung gross margin ng company ngayon kaysa sa average gross margin in 5 years ng company. That's a positive sign pa rin sa gross margin or sa mga margins ng company, sa margins itong company, no? And also, no, kung titignan natin dito yung operating margin ng company in 5 years average ay nasa 16.77%. And ang company operating margin ay nasa 25% pa rin. So nakikita natin na mas mataas pa rin yung operating margin ng company in trailing 12 months or in current data, no. So that's a positive sign also sa mga investors na company or potential investors na company, no. Okay, so in addition sa pagre-review natin ng kanilang financials, kung titignan natin itong financial stubs ng company, nakikita natin yung ROIC growth rates ng company for the past 5 years ay nasa 113%. Wow! Okay? And kung titignan natin yung sales ng company, growth rates ay nasa 10%. The earnings per share ng company nasa 84% growth rates in 5 years. Equity ay nasa 7%. Free cash flow ay nasa 9%. No? Kasi nakita natin kanina na negative yung kanilang free cash flow in 2015 and positive na yung kanilang free cash flow in 2019. And also, nag-i-improve pa ngayon in current data yung kanilang free cash flow. That's a positive sign. Mas lalo pang gaganda yung kanilang free cash flow, no? So, in total, talagang it's good yung kanilang big 5 numbers. Okay, na kung titignan natin yung income statement na company, total revenue and net income comparison, nakikita natin, no? Nakikita natin na nag-grow talaga yung income ng company. And na, kung titignan natin dito yung balance sheet naman ng company, kung nag-grow yung kanilang total assets, yung total debt naman nila bumababa. That's a positive sign and a good na potential investors nitong company and investors nitong company. Okay? So in total ng ating pagre-review sa company, no, in terms of value, nakikita natin nasa NA siya kasi nag-update ngayon yung intrinsic value o yung data ng company. So katulad kanina nakita natin na nasa undervalue itong company naman, no? Nasa undervalue ito. In terms of moat, nasa low moat ang company or average moat. In terms of management, nasa excellent management naman ang company. In terms of debt, nasa excellent balance sheet ang company. In terms of dividend, nasa talagang wala tayo dito. Hindi mo ito maasa na company, no, in terms of dividend. Okay, so in total, yung kanyang ating ratings ay nasa buy ratings also tayo sa kanya, no? Okay guys, so in addition sa company, nakikita natin dito yung technical side naman ng company. So nakikita natin dito yung MA20 to MA200 from simple to exponential, nakikita natin na bullish talaga ang company. And nakikita natin dito yung first support and second support ng company. And yung resistance 1 and resistance 2 ngayon ng company, no? Ayan, nakikita natin. And also, no, in additions, nakikita din also natin dito yung short-term trend and medium-term trend ng company. Yung dalawang yan ay nasa uptrend. Yung week-to-date gain ng company ay nasa 13.64%. Year-to-date gain ng company ay nasa 40.85% na. And the month-to-date gain ay nasa 16.28%. Okay? So, in terms of technical side na company, nasa uptrend tayo dito or nasa bullish side tayo dito sa company, no? So, expect na it will continues to grow or to improve yung kanilang share price, no? So, nakita natin dito guys yung indicators ng company, no? Kung ano yung sinasabi dito sa atin ng indicators. Okay guys? So, hanggang dito na lang muna guys yung ating pagre-review at pag-analyze sa company, no? Okay guys, no? So yung mga potential investors nitong company, no, or investors nitong company, so kung gusto nyo mag-invest sa company, tignan nyo muna yung latest fiscal year ng company or tignan nyo muna yung annual report ng company and also yung quarter to quarter report ng company, no, kung ano yung nangyayari sa company, no. So para magkaroon na kayo ng matibay na konklusyon at matibay na pundasyon nyo sa pag-i-invest dito sa company, no. So hanggang dito na lang muna guys yung ating pagre-review sa company. So guys, maraming salamat sa inyo sa suporta and still growing. Asahan nyo na marami pang videos, asahan nyo na marami pang matutunan kayo dito sa ating channel and continuous growing itong ating ginagawang screener or project para makapagbigay ng malaking value sa mga nag-iumpisa pa lang sa pag-i-invest sa stock market. Okay? So maraming salamat guys sa support, and as always, invest wisely and see you on the other side. Hello guys, maraming salamat sa panonood. Sana marami kayo natutunan sa video na to. So kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-subscribe, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga videos na parating at marami pa kayong matututunan sa channel na ito. So maraming salamat.